Hey YouTube, this is going to be an anti-meta deck that I'm thinking about. This is Hughes with Team D3S. Uh, Also going to show like some of the stuff that I got at the preview. Didn't pull a whole lot, but this is a deck I think is going to work out pretty well. Next format, you guys can let me know what you think. And I'm going to try and post a deck binder video sometime later this week, but my binder got destroyed at the preview, so I got most of the stuff for this deck. But still missing a few things if you guys can help me out. So here we go. It's going to be Phantom Beasts eventually. Here we go. Right now I got one Phantom Beast Rock Lizard from the Force of the Breaker Special Edition. This thing actually works really well. He's a dark, so he can work with some of the combos for this deck. When he destroys a monster by battle, your opponent takes 500 damage. When he's destroyed by a card effect, your opponent takes 2,000 damage. So it's pretty good. It takes one tribute with the other Phantom Beasts, so I like that. And all the Phantom Beasts are commons in Gold Series 2, and I'm wanting to get 3 of each for this deck. I will try and offer good for them. I probably won't offer anything out of this deck, but I will we can try to work something out. Just, if they are common, so don't try and, rip me off or something. I'd rather probably just buy the Gold Series 2 myself than try to get a full set of them for 2 Oppressions and a Mirror Force. 2 Phantom Beast Wildhorn, the Piercer of the deck. He works really well with Crosswing. Crosswing gives all the Phantom Beasts a boost of like 300. So he can go up to, at a max, 2,600. No defense. I wish he was a dark. It's the only way that they could have not screwed up on the Phantom Beasts. 3 Thunder Pegasus. He's a light, so he works really well. He's sort of like a Necro Gardna, I guess, for the deck. You just remove him from play in the graveyard, but he's got like a Waboku effect. They don't get destroyed by battle, and you take no battle damage. 1 Phantom Beast Crosswing. I definitely need to get 2 more of this. This thing can help you out of so many different situations, and there's so many different dumping cards in this that you can just lose like half your hand to a Morphing Jar or card destruction easily. 1 Marshmallow. I needed this for a blockade, and since there's so many lights in this deck, I decided to run the Shining Angel so I can get another light out. It works really well. He can search out any 4 of those Phantom Beasts or Marshmallow. And I don't know who all's been to the preview, but that Light of Circumcision, or Orb of Circumcision, whatever it is, the little level 1 thing that's anti-dark. I'm looking for one of those for my side deck. If anyone can help me out, work out a trade. 1 Chaos Sorcerer. I just ran 1 because since you do remove Thunder Pegasus to protect the Phantom Beasts, it doesn't work great into, but this is a good card to have in your hand when you need it late in game. 1 Trag, because I've got a lot of draw power in this deck, as you'll see later, so Tragoedia helps with that, and so many of them are level 4s, so I can just like dump Thunder Pegasus or dump Crosswing and take Goblin Zombie or Kaiku, or I can like copy a monster in the graveyard and sink. 1 Caius. My teammate has the other one, otherwise I might run it in place of Trag. I don't know. I'm probably going to side deck it after I get more of the Phantom Beasts that I need. 1 Snipe Hunter. This card should easily be banned, but I'm so happy it's not, because there's just so many different cards I can dump with this deck, so I can use this effect. 1 Breaker. A lot of people don't like Breaker, but I think he's going to do pretty well next format. Except for Gladiator Beasts. Like, War Chariot's going to just like stop this guy dead. But I needed more Spell and Trap Destruction, and he's a dark. But I'm usually side out for Kaiku, because Kaiku's is a lot better, I think. 1 Morphing Jar for draw power and dumping, of course. And And now for the tuners, you got level 2s, Krebins, no emergency teleport. This deck doesn't sink that much. One Gale, because Gale is the best tuner. And Mist Valley from the dual terminal. You'd see this card, it's just looks like it got rained on or something. Next we got the spells. This is like one of the few cards that I kept out of the preview. Got Pot of Benevolence for putting cards back into your deck. You can bring back Chaos Sorcerer or Gale, whatever you need, so you can sink or reuse it. One Foolish for dumping Thunder Pegasus or Crosswing from the deck. Usually Crosswing because I've only got one, I don't want to draw it. Creature swap, so I can, you know, take Stardust or Goyo, whatever I need to take. Usually give them like Jar or Thunder Pegasus. One card destruction for dumping cards. One Swords, Revealing Light. Sometimes you need to stall with this deck, so I've got this to help me last a few turns longer. Oh, and rares, I don't know why, are just like my favorite type of card. So anything in this deck that you guys have as a rare, or that you can get as a rare, I would love to have that. And I kind of want an Ultra Chaos Sorcerer, but I don't want it that badly. But like, well, I don't know if Card Destruction comes in a rare, but if it does, I would love one. And Creature Swap. One Book of Moon. I ran Pot of Benevolence over this so I can get back my cards. But I will sometimes like side out to get the second one. One Vortex. Discard, so you can toss out whoever you don't need, or whoever you're not going to get, like Trap Dust Shoot when I've got it sided in, just toss it out. And Monster Destruction. And then Staples, Heavy Storm, and MST. Looking for a rare Heavy Storm, or a Duelist League. I love Duelist League cards, also just the strange coloring is really awesome. One Brain Control, also staple. Next are the traps. We got 3 Reckless Read for the draw power and for Trag. 2 Royal Oppression for negating. I know that this deck special summons, but it doesn't special summon a ton. You can make it without it. 2 Bottomless, staple. I think the rest are staples except for Dark Bribe. It's going to get a lot more attention next format. I think I'm going to run it in 2 actually. Rest are staples, Mirror Force, Call the Haunted, and Torrential. I'm going to have to hurry up. Next we got the extra deck. Bryonac, Urukizas, Goyo, and I do have a second Goyo now, if anyone's looking for one. It may be for trade, or it probably will be. This is for next format. This stops Glad Beasts, Iron Chain Dragon, just stuffs the graveyard, stuffs them into the graveyard. Parshath, because with Mist Valley Soldier in here, I can synchro for 8, and he's good against Blackwings, usually. Change the battle position of a monster. 3 Colossal Fighter. I'm just running them so I can have, running all 3 so I can have more room in my, so I can have more cards into my extra deck. This one's Duelist League, so I'm looking for another one of those, and the hollow ones are for trade. 2 Stardust Dragon, Black Rose, Rebellum, Ancient Fairy for a blockade, because not very many things can attack over 3,000. And I don't really know why I put this in here, but it helps for life point regaining with Krebins, and just remove it. Psychic Life Transfer. And I'm not gonna have time to go through the binder, but here it is. I'll probably do another video later with it. You guys can look through it. Let me know if you need anything. I want to give a shout out to Diva Mina. You guys can look her up. I'll probably put her name over on the sidebar over there, and doing some more shout outs later. So let me know what you think of this. Rate, comment, subscribe.